Brilliance Audio presents Your Blue Is Not My Blue, a Missing Person Memoir by Aspen Matis, performed by Susanna Jones. I'd first met Justin by stunning coincidence in the summer of 2009 when we were hiking, separately in shaded pinewood forests, backpacking from Mexico to Canada. We'd given up indoor plumbing, beds, and friends, both hiding shameful reasons for abandoning our lives. 19 years old, I had dropped out of my college, disappearing. He was nearly 30, lean and tall with pale sapphire eyes, and I was drawn to him, curious what had taken him into these dark woods. As he smiled, his puffy lips became slightly asymmetrical, the bottom one pinker, and a shadow of scruff darkened his hollowed cheeks. So handsome I couldn't look away. 450 miles into our shared hike, a whiteout hailstorm high on a ridge trapped us at dusk. In blinding snow fog, I became colder and colder, unable to close my hands. Shaking, I felt strange burning, fumbling to remove my iced shirt from my torso. Immediately, Justin stripped off all his clothes, shockingly risking his own safety to give me all his warmth, my faint body at the verge of actual freezing. Behaving like a medic, Justin told me to sip his water as he set up our tent, his naked skin pink with biting hail and wind. Inside our cloth shelter, my hands heated up against his stomach, my cheeks thawed against his neck. Cuddling in our sleeping bags, wrapped in night's indifferent air, he asked me distracting questions, trying to take my mind off the dead cold. My favorite flavor of ice cream? And what was it I wanted to do with the rest of my life? Salted caramel core, I mumbled. You have any? I smiled slightly, my upper lip so stiff that it split from the pressure of just this small movement. He brushed my mouth with his thumb, wiping away a crack of blood. My thoughts broad strokes in the mind mist of near hypothermia, I confided that I wanted to someday be a writer. He kissed my mitten. Then we'll get you to New York, he said. He described Manhattan as an epicenter of creativity, a midnight tar-paved island where the young artists of the world go to pursue themselves. Listening, growing warmer, I peered up through the tent's mesh roof at faraway stars, faint glitter, giddy. Justin told me that he'd lived in the famous city just 2 years ago, wearing a suit to work in finance. More resourceful now that he'd survived out of a backpack for half a year, he insisted the expensive metropolis wasn't as unaffordable as people claimed. I've got some tricks, he promised. He pressed a quick peck on my cheekbone, his lips soft. I moved toward him, mouths locking in blue velvet space, smiling. That night he nearly froze, keeping me alive. I woke from shivering sleep to find I'd suddenly fallen. I loved him. Feeling better on the footpath the next morning, we picked plump huckleberries, frosted silver with bloom wax like summer plums. Lingering in a bush, we invented names for our make-believe children, our boy Winter and little girl Marin. I was exhilarated. Still a teenager, I had never discussed parenthood with a man or even had a real boyfriend yet. And my hands, grasping at fruits, became unsteady. The berries stained my fingers and mouth unearthly purple. Justin snapped a photo, smirking. But I didn't care. Walking together, I imagined he was leading me into a secret future. Where the Pacific Crest Trail faded at a clearing in the pines, mile 2,663, the Canadian border, we held each other and swayed. I guess we're done, I said softly, unsure if this proudest landmark was our goodbye. He squeezed my shoulder, his hold firmer. Now's the scary part,